tax traps. Content creators, listen up. This video is for you. I am going to be sharing with you 3 tax traps that you absolutely need to avoid when dealing with the IRS so that you can avoid potentially getting into an IRS audit. Here's the thing. IRS is definitely creating a division specifically dealing with content creators. Why are they doing that? Because they know that massive people are out there making money on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all of these other places. And they know that this is a new area and there are some weak spots in that area. So I want you to follow my 3 tips so you can know exactly what to do to avoid these traps, because IRS is definitely coming. The first thing that I want you to know and recognize that because you are a content creator, by the time IRS has knocked on your door, by the time IRS has gotten to you, they have already watched your content. They are already submerged themselves in your life. They have been on your YouTube channel, they have been in your Instagram, and they are following you and everything that you are doing. So they have a good idea of what you've been up to over the last 3, 6, 9 months. Here's the thing with that. You're going to have to be able to really explain to IRS how your expenses link back to that particular piece of content. Let me give you an example of what it is that I'm talking about. Let's say that you're running ads to drive your content, to drive more engagement, and you're paying for those ads. Those ads are an expense to you, and it's gonna drive engagement to a particular video. But you need to make sure that the ad itself is out there and housed and kept in an archive, and that ad actually links to an actual video that you've done. Because IRS is not just going to allow you to say, oh, I did X amount of videos, I ran X amount of ads. They actually want to link them together. So I want you to be aware you need to have some type of cataloging of all of your ads. You need to have some type of cataloging of all of your videos. And you need to make sure that you are prepared in an audit to show IRS exactly what ads loop to exactly what videos and exactly how you're able to make revenue off of those particular videos. Because this is what IRS is still trying to figure out, but they have ads unlocked. They have the fact that our content creators are running ads to their videos unlocked. And so now they want to see both of them together. So you need to make sure that you're able to produce that in some manner, that you're keeping a catalog or an archive of your videos. The other thing that I want to make sure you do, number 2, is make sure that you are paying people correctly. Let's face it, we are now living in a global economy. You can hire somebody in the Philippines, somebody in India. You can hire people to do anything for you all over the world. But guess what? IRS is not prepared for us to do that. So if you are hiring people across borders, it's so important that you hire those people correctly, that you use a third-party service like Upwork or some other type of third-party service to pay those individuals. If you are currently zelling those people money, paying those people over PayPal, and you're paying those people through friends and family, you know what IRS is thinking? This is not a business transaction. This is a friends and family transaction. So they're automatically going to exclude that expense from your list of expenses. And when you're paying people like that, you got to make certain that these people can really be paid. Because the way that our tax system works, you pay people by being employees, meaning they actually get a paycheck, taxes are actually withheld out of their paycheck, or you pay them as independent contractors and they truly need to be independent because they have their own business. Maybe they have some type of LLC set up, some type of corporation set up, and you're actually remitting payment to their corporation. That's very important. If you're zelling money and spending money on Venmo, are you doing these third-party payments? I am going to tell you that IRS is going to come in and want to disallow that. Why are they going to want to come in and disallow it? Because anytime you pay a foreign individual across borders outside of the United States, you're supposed to do backup withholding, meaning you're supposed to withhold from their pay money to actually pay the taxes on their behalf. So there's so many different rules around this. Your real tip is make certain that you're not paying people via friends and family, that you're not trying to avoid that extra 5 or 3%, because avoiding it is going to get your deduction disallowed in the event of an audit. The third thing that I want to make sure you do is keep track of your actual invoices. I know that we're in this digital economy and we are just sending money. We are running and gunning every single day. But I am literally speaking from experience. I am someone that is audited every year. As a result of that, I do content myself. So I'm up close and personal with what IRS is asking. Because we are just transferring money, because what we do is intangible, the IRS can't touch it. They can't feel it. They can't quite wrap their minds around exactly what we're doing. So we got to make sure that we are able to document it, and we have to make certain we're able to tell the story. How do we tell the story? We started off telling the story by having the videos that link to the ads. But if I'm paying somebody to do something for me, I'm paying an editor, I'm paying somebody to do explainer videos for me, whatever it is, that individual needs to submit an invoice to me that has a description of what I'm doing. Not just me paying that person, but I need to link the invoice, the receipt, to the actual payment. That's the way we do business. All of this money transferring, how is IRS going to determine whether it's business or whether it's personal? They're not. So we have to make certain we're able to explain it to them. You want to have your contracts, you want to have your invoices, and you want to have your payments. And having a transfer come out of your bank account is not enough. You got to back it up with that third-party documentation because IRS is looking for it. And here's something else. In my dealings with IRS, one of the things they question for me is my Google ad spend. They couldn't wrap their minds around how much it actually costs to run advertisement for what it is that I do. So they wanted to literally see every single receipt. Well, we know that when we set up an ad account, that we set a spend limit. So every day you may have an invoice. You actually have to print those invoices for IRS to actually see the invoices. That's very important. So I want you to understand documentation. Paper. As much as we're in this electronic society, not so really, because IRS is not there yet. The other thing I want to make sure that you guys realize is that because when you are creating content, it becomes almost a lifestyle. You're creating content all the time. How are you differentiating what's business and what's personal? Can we go to the IRS and say it's 100% business? Yes, we can. We can do that. But let me tell you something, and this is a massive key. You want to give a dog a bone. I'm not saying the IRS are dogs. I'm not saying that at all. But you want to be able to actually acknowledge the fact that some of what we do, like our meals, for example, we are actually eating a personal meal. Let's make sure that anything that we're doing from a personal perspective, that we're paying that out of our personal account, that is coming out of our personal credit card. Anything we're doing from a business perspective, that's coming out of our business account, and we're doing it on a business credit card. Why? Because I want IRS to literally see, hi, Mr. IRS, this is my personal stuff, and this over here is my business stuff. Just that conscientiousness of acknowledging that is going to make IRS realize you know the difference between business and personal. So the one thing I want you to know, IRS is out there and they are looking to make money for the government. It's not personal, but content creators, this is a new reality for you, right? So the things that I am going to tell you is number one, make sure you keep track of all of your ads and all of your videos. Keep some type of catalog. Number two is making sure that you pay people appropriately. That if you're paying them as employees or independent contractors, or if you're going across borders, that you're making sure that you document that and you do your backup withholding. And number 3, you want to also make sure that you're keeping the proper documentation on everything that you're doing, that you're keeping your receipts. We know that we cannot control whether IRS knocks on our door, but we can be prepared so that they don't steal all of our time and we can spend our time creating our content. At the end of the day, all of our content creators, all of you are looking to make money. But if IRS knocks on your door, the faster you're able to get them out of your world, the faster you're able to get back to doing what makes you money, creating content. And the way to do that is to make sure that you follow all of my tips that I have given you. And if you've enjoyed this video, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I want you to turn on your notifications so that you can also get more videos just like this. I can't wait for you to see all the information I have to bring to you.